couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Barnett. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Pass attack, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, when you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans. And you're right, we could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Barnett. Still looking, on the move. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parker. He'll make the play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, get right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
On first down from their own 22. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball. Backed
up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Scrambling away. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly...
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2 Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Price. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Rushes on him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Parker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first down from the 28. To the air, it's Mayava. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Running into the open space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Buys a little time. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. The give to the lone running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air, it's Mayava. Got his man. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A run for the quarterback. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get it.
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? When we moved the football down the field, we had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book?
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
Gain of 23 on the play. First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, USC! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The sure hands, it's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Finds the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Finds his man. It's Parker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Got a man. It's Parker. Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Parker. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
They go right back to him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Finding open areas. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.